Hey everyone, this is my Patreon Pod reaction to the 5th and final episode of Hanamonogatari. So, last episode we had our second conversation, we finished off our second conversation with Roka, where we learned a lot more details about kind of what she's been doing and the motivations behind it, why she started doing it, her meeting with Kaiki, basically all that sort of stuff. You know, she's got the whole monkey leg going on, other various monkey parts, and she's just kind of slowly becoming a giant monkey, you know, or devil. I know it's technically a devil, but it just feels more right to call it a monkey, because monkey's paw is what it was called initially, but, you know, I do get that it's a devil thing. Anyway, you know, we also got a bit of a reveal near the end where supposedly Roka's dead, so who have we been talking to this whole time? Roka's ghost, perhaps? Or maybe there's another layer of, like, a deeper plot twist, I don't know. But Kaiki, like, apparently, Kaiki supposedly talked to her too, like, that's how he knew that where to find Kambaru, so it does make me wonder what the deal is with Roka, you know? This is the final episode, so anything left to really explain what this arc is gonna happen now, so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it delivers, so let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Starting off with some beautiful scenery, I see. Is it devil parts? Always get a little bit nervous when I see a package in shows. You never know what they're getting. There's writing on it. Guy gave it to me, you know, to pay, use it if you want, throw it out. So, is it from Kaiki then? If it said Guy gave it to— oh god! Thank you for that, show. I needed that heart attack today. But yeah, basically another devil piece, I guess. I don't want Roka to put that one on. You know, Roka's kind of cute and that would kind of ruin it. Like having a hairy arm or leg, whatever's not a deal breaker, but the hairy face, the monkey face, that'd be a deal breaker. Dev Combo certainly wouldn't want the kisses at that point. But if she has another devil piece, like, will Roka come after it, or Roka's ghost, or whatever that was? I don't think she would actually use it herself. Surely. I don't know. Getting that package really just complicated things a lot. Like, who knew throwing in like one extra chest piece would make such a difference? That opens up a whole new well of possibilities for how this to go. Maybe the two of them will have a basketball game with that piece as the prize. You know, I don't know. April 20th is where we're at now. So we do meet up one more time. Okay. So are you a ghost? She brought it with her. You can't trust a con man. Most important parts. Who knows what Kaiki intends? But in the end, he gave the head to Kambaru. Yeah, there's definitely ways to make more money with this than just giving it away to Kambaru. We're not just gonna give it to you, I don't think. Of course, we have to have a basketball game. But I'm not gonna give you a head. Not here. Not now. Yeah, that's where my worry's at as well. I wouldn't go say that. You're kind of weak in your own way. Okay, here it goes. The opening made it so obvious that we would eventually have an important basketball game, so. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, that's something worth obtaining, right? You are her rival, so you can't back down from this. I would expect no less. Yeah, she does have a lot of devil in her. That's gotta make a difference. I'm a little bit worried though, because yeah, Kambaru has definitely been out of practice on basketball. You know, her weight balance is different and everything, so I don't know if she can win that. I get to play with you. What more could you ask for? And yes, you did say that. But not as if that benefits her too much directly. Which is kind of what she's getting at here. I I see. So that's how it is. Probably not. I did consider that, but I don't see that happening really. Gotta have at least a little bit of faith in your rival slash old friend slash, you know, whatever they were. Oh, that was some nice animation there. Well, I appreciate seeing her getting ready. A little bit. Like we have missed inside of this gym. Yeah, that makes the biggest difference, which is a problem. And now she's whipping out her monkey parts. Yeah, this is for real this time. See if we can penetrate her defense this time. in our best area, so I know where your best area is, Kambaru. Okay, fair enough. I mean, we'll see. And yeah, then I guess it's fine then. No room to complain. We're gonna like toss that crutch over to the side or something, or I don't think they want to use it anyway with all that mist in it. Bit of a random question. I would imagine not. Well, that's still up in the air what you are exactly. Shaking a little bit there, Kambaru. Are you okay? Let me just lock her in there and then problem solved. Okay, so that's the thing. She's dead but doesn't realize it's... That's not how I took it, but that's definitely likely. It'd be a hard thing to break to her, though. Not exactly a pleasant existence, huh? Omae wa mo shindeiru. The meme. You can't tell her the meme. That is a really cool effect, though, the basketball hoops coming from the water. No one better to do it, really. It'd be really hard to play basketball on this wet ground. This is definitely a safety hazard. Really? That's a bit surprising. And this is a big deal for sure. Okay. It's really advanced gym. Bringing up her. Senjikar probably had a lot to do with things as far as Kambaru's feelings. I see. That would be ideal. So let's go. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see her being hard to get past. Well, it is one-on-one, so of course it's alone. But it's a one-on-one match. Of course you're alone in those. Well, just thought she was being kind of giving it to her, but she just took it back. I see how it is, combo. And she's already there, of course, because she's got her devil parts. Oh, okay, we actually just got past her. And are we gonna land on top of her? Yeah. It's very forward of you, combo. uh... So that's your opinion? We should have had a coach, a referee. Yeah, this was important, so how could they remain in this position? Bit of a surprise, huh? Although this was one-on-one. What was with the multiple hops? We haven't been paying attention. You really should have. I was actually kind of surprised you didn't. There's a good chance for an accidental one. You know, the important things. She already gone. Yeah. Left behind the devil parts. Can't believe she disappeared that quickly. It is impressive. I didn't think you did. Well, I guess that resolves all of that. Arguing about the meaning of the arc, are we, with our mother? Yes, it's better to be poisoned than regular water, for sure. Good life advice there. Oh, that's a nice looking flower. You know, Hanamonogatari, so. Okay, oh, Araragi, you're in her house, and she's, yeah, and she's her usual appearance. You never know. uh, wow, shots fired. uh, perhaps. Nisa Monogatari? That does make sense. So does the jail time at this point. And yeah, I think she did say she wanted to help clean her room, so makes sense that he'd be here. It had its ups and downs, you know. Yes, as Kohai usually do. I agree with Araragi on that. Yeah, just give it a Guyan or something. That makes sense too. Yeah, I'm sure she'd like it. Well, it's also dangerous. Well, I guess that's one way to clean up the books. Oh no, the dominoes went off. I believe that. You got Senjugahara, your girlfriend, and Shinobu as your lolly slave. Birdie. Okay, Araragi, when did you become the Statue of Liberty? Okay, Araragi, stop messing with these important things. That somehow looks even more ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. It's true. Yeah, you know, the mother, the person that did it. Gotta keep up, Araragi. How much time did this take to set up? There we go, I think we properly cleaned it up now. Oh no, we're gonna cut it off again. I was just getting used to it. Yeah, I guess not. You're a sporty girl, you gotta have shorter hair. Life where all the girls get their character developments. But You know, it's symbolic and stuff. I don't know. Just do it. Oh, she means in the car. Okay. Maybe Araragi, I think, needs a haircut more than Kanbaru does. There's the blooming flower. Off goes the hair. I guess it's kind of supposed to be symbolic for like a flower wilting or whatever, you know, like the petals coming off. Yeah, like that, exactly. You did the Kanbaru thing. That's all you really can do. Okay, and that was that. No. I'm glad Araragi got a little bit more screen time in the arc. Just a bit. I want to watch Shinobu eating the devil parts, though. I want to see that get animated at some point. I wonder if there will be anything after the credits. No, looks like this is it. Alright, well, that was the 5th episode and final episode of Hanamonogatari. And like I had expected, we resolved things with one kind of final basketball game between Kanbaru and Roka, and Kanbaru won. I mean, there was a little bit of disagreement over who really won there, but Roka disappeared, so, you know, for all intents and purposes, Kanbaru did win, and she just left behind all the devil parts where she was. Even had the chest, so we didn't really get to see it, but she would have had a pretty hairy chest. That would have been something to see. But yeah, she won. And just, it actually went by much more quickly than I expected to, the game itself. Basically just Kanbaru threw the ball at her, she caught it, and she was so shocked because nobody ever, you know, passed a ball to her before. And she took it back and made the dunk, which she doesn't like to do, but she did it here because it was important, you know. So, and Kanbaru kind of said that she was envious of Roka, and we had a big got into some really philosophical discussions about good and evil and how one envies or resents the other. So I guess I was supposed to kind of be a little bit tying into that. But, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, Kanbaru certainly did not hate Roka. Like, I never really believed that for a second. Like, early on in the episode, she was kind of acting like that. Like, yeah, I just want to, making you suffer is enough of a victory for me, or whatever she said. Like, that's not really true, you know, obviously. But she had to get her to agree to the match, you know. And apparently they never actually had, like, a full-on official, like, a game where they face off against each other before. So this was a first on that front, despite the fact they were called rivals, which I thought was a pretty interesting thing. And I did quite like when they fell on top of each other. I was kind of expecting an accidental kiss there, but no. After she got off of her, she's like, huh, crap, I should have taken the advantage of the opportunity to go for one, but it did not end up happening. They did stay in that position for a while, though, and I did really like the atmosphere they kind of had going on during that bit, just the laughing together, just because they've been pretty antagonistic to each other for a lot of this arc, so kind of just see some of that just fall away in the moment and just have that. That was nice. It was nice because I knew that not too long after that she would, of course, fade away. Although she did much more quickly than I expected her to. You know, usually in these kind of scenes, it's a bit more slow fade away as the person, you know, looks down on them and usually cries. Like, you know, you probably know the kind of scene I'm talking about, how these things usually go. But no, it just went by pretty quickly. And she called over Araragi to help, you know, help clean up her books. And because she always sleeps naked, Araragi saw her naked, but apparently he doesn't think much of it anymore. Because now, of course, he's a mature adult, so he doesn't get him excited at all. Unlike his naked sisters, which of course do. That's just kind of how it works. So had some fun banter between the two of them there, which very, very reminiscent of earlier arcs, so that was nice as well. However, Kanbaru decided to cut her hair, which is unfortunate because, well, for one thing, I've had to deal with that for a lot of characters. Just something they decided to cut off their hair once their respective arcs were done with to represent their character development. But Kanbaru, who started out with short hair, grew longer hair. I went through a lot of time to kind of get used to it. Be like, you know what? I like Kanbaru with the longer hair. I think she looks better. Then she decides, you know what? Let's just cut it off now. Just screw you, the writer of Monogatari. Nision, whatever your freaking name is, but you know, that's how it goes, I guess. And Araragi's got longer hair, so that I'm never gonna get used to. He really should cut that mop off his hair. But he probably won't, you know. He's an adult now, out of the house, you know, I'm sure he wants to show the world that, you know, he does what he wants, and what better way than to look like a hippie with long hair, you know? So, you know, I think that's all I really got to say on the episode. Just, I mean, we did have a little talk with her mother in like a dream, you know, about the water and poison and muddy water and clear muddy water, all that sort of thing. And yeah, just, is it better to live your life as a negative than a neutral? You know, I guess that's kind of the topic there. I guess that's really debatable, you know. As far as the art goes, I'm really not sure what my thoughts on it are, because, I mean, the entire arc really was pretty much just Kanbaru understand herself, I guess, if you try to, like, really summarize it. Because Roka really was kind of a bit of a mirror for Kanbaru, you know, to kind of remember the past, where she came from, think about what she's done, what she's doing. Because very early on in the arc, when, you know, Ogi-kun brought up the devil girl, whatever he called her, Kanbaru's first thought was, wait a minute, this sounds a lot like me, because she had the monkey paw. She used it, she hurt people, you know, so she's a little bit concerned that was her initially. So that's how we got them to meet each other, and Kanbaru has kind of had to, through all the talks with Roka, pretty much just kind of filtered all of her opinions through her and kind of realized the differences between them, and decided that she's got to do things her own way, the Kanbaru way, not the right way, the wrong way. She does her, you know. I guess that's kind of overall the basics of the themes of this arc. Was, yeah, Kanbaru just forging her own path, you know. I don't know how much more there is to say on it than that. I did like, you know, seeing them interact with each other, because they were obviously quite different in plenty of ways. They butt heads a lot. You know, Kanbaru judging her pretty hard for some of her choices, and more specifically, you know, her motivation behind the choices. And just Roka's character in general was kind of a weird one, a hard one to peg down, you know, because she came across as somebody that was helping someone, you know. People go to her with their troubles and she fixes them, then we find out she doesn't actually fix them. She just hears their problems, and most of them just kind of fix themselves for the most part, because most problems are temporary. And when Kanbaru found out the motivations behind that, like collecting misery, basically trying to feel better about yourself by watching other people be miserable, Kanbaru took issue with that, you know? That was a big problem, even though in any kind of objective sense, she wasn't really doing too much direct harm to anyone. that we know of. You know, there could problems in general are very vague concepts. They can vary, circumstances can vary wildly, so it's hard to say exactly, because they generalize the problems a lot in this, you know, about whether or not running away solves the problems or not. But like, problems are just such a varied and thing. There are some problems that running away probably helps with, and others that it doesn't. So I didn't really like anyone trying to generalize whether or not running away helps the problems, because it depends on the problem. But anyway, so it is possible there were some cases where somebody just relied too much on Roka solving their problem, and then it got worse as a result of that. I'm sure there are types of problems where that could be the case, but we never heard of any instance of that, so can't really say for sure. But for the most part, yeah, Combo, I think for the most part had a bit of what would you call it, undue resentment towards Roka, but you know, she just couldn't really agree with her way of doing things, and that's her right, of course. So, you know, I don't know how much more there really is to say about it. Roka was a hard character for me to understand exactly, because she had all that going on, and she went from soccer to basketball because that was going from easy to normal mode, and she never was good with the whole teamwork thing like Kambaru was. But she was very skilled, and that kind of led to her own type of hardships, and she broke her leg or whatever, and that kind of shifted her perspective on things a bit. Suddenly she went from normal mode to impossible mode, and it's pretty hard not to fall into despair when that happens to you. But, you know, and of course her having an injury also kind of mirrors what happens with Kambaru, where she had her, well, not really injury exactly, she just had the hairy arm, which is the same end result of not being able to do basketball anymore as a result of it. So, you know, definitely not one of the more comedy-focused arcs for sure. That's definitely true. Although we did get a little bit here and there. And friggin' Ogi, you know, again, pulling the strings of things here. She would not have met Roka at all if Ogi had not pushed her in that direction, so Ogi continuing to be a bit of a puppet master of sorts, so hopefully I say this a lot, but hopefully we learn more about him slash her slash it eventually. So yeah, I think that's all I really got to say. It was a good arc, definitely, for Kambaru. It was nice just seeing Kambaru be the protagonist of an arc, because as far as the whole Monogatari second season thing goes, she really didn't do much, you know? She didn't really have much of a role to play compared to most of the other characters, so it was really nice just to have her have focus, learn a little bit more about her mother, her interesting philosophies in life, and Kaiki finally getting to see Kambaru and talk to her and try to build up some semblance of a relationship with her. And actually did help her a lot in her goal, in her thing here, like he gave her the head, which allowed them to have the catalyst for that match, you know, something to bet. So I did like how Roka was kind of salty that Kaiki kept that from her, because I mean, she said that Kaiki keeps things close to his chest, never shows all of his hands, so she shouldn't be that shocked about it, really. I don't think she was super shocked, just a little bit angry, you know, a little bit salty. But yeah, Kaiki he didn't have a lot of screen time in the arc, but he definitely made a big difference. And his interaction with the Kambaru were great, because like I said, they had that interesting relationship where she wanted to hate him because of essentially Badaragi and Sanjikara told her she should, but she didn't. But Kaiki never gave her a reason directly to. So, you know, that internal conflict with Kambaru was always interesting to watch for sure. And just seeing that Kaiki was alive at all was good, even though we never got an answer as to why. But maybe eventually. Maybe. Maybe Kaiki's a ghost, like, we have precedent for that, so that would be something, wouldn't it? I don't know. Hopefully Kaiki's not a ghost, you know, now I'm kind of worried about that now that I brought that up. Because you had at least 2 ghosts in the show so far. One of which didn't even know they were a ghost. So I did really like the effects they did with the basketball court, especially in this episode, the water coming up, the mist, the basketball hoop rising from the water, some good stuff there. And in previous episodes, just the balls floating around was a really cool effect. And then we had the crazy book dominoes here, because Araragi is just that bored. Or the animators are that bored, really. You know. I did like the arc, though. I don't know. I don't have much more to say on it, but I did like the arc, just because Kambaru. you know, she needed this focus, she needed this development, and I liked Roka as far as like an antagonist role goes. Like, she wasn't really a good person by any stretch of the imagination, but she was a compelling character. I enjoyed seeing her, seeing the way she talked, interactions with Kambaru. You know, it was good. Some good stuff here. I don't know actually what comes next. You know, let's see. I can find out in a few seconds. Because there we have yeah, Hanamonogatari is next, which I believe is the Yotsugi focused one. You know, I don't remember a lot about that arc. I just remember Araragi was with Yotsugi. Like I kind of remember them walking somewhere together. That's pretty much about all I remember from that arc, really. And there was obviously some typical silly, perverted shenanigans that Araragi did. I remember a little bit about that, but that's pretty much about it as far as my memories of Hanamonogatari. Nothing more important than that. So that would be interesting to see what we get there. Because after Hanamonogatari, what's next? Oh wow, is Monogatari really right after Ski? If that's the case, then we are really close, yeah. Because if you don't know, Owari Monogatari is where kind of the actual blind reaction begins, because I have not seen any of Owari Monogatari, so that will certainly be interesting when we get to that point. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time. You see that?